So how do you network up so that you can break into a higher level job? Let's talk about that for a minute. So the first thing that you should do is create an interview bucket list. And this is a fundamental concept that we've taught for years here at Work It Daily. There's all the instructions that you need inside our platform to help you understand that you need a list of companies. We tend to say at least 10 to 20. And these companies you've identified as having a connection with them and feeling a sense of identity with them. So again, that's a whole other section that we teach inside the program. But once you've identified a bucket list and you've got your connection story mapped out, the goal is to proactively network with people at the highest level in that organization, or at least at that level that you want to be at. And so you're going to use a tool like LinkedIn, which is a great resource, to reach out and customize connection requests. And the reason I say customize a connection request is, one, it's free. LinkedIn has a feature where you can pay for in-mail credits, but I don't suggest you do that because studies show that they're not any more read than a connection request. In fact, a lot of times people see it as spam. Whereas the connection request, you have a chance to stand out by using the 300 characters that they give you to personalize it and add a note and say, hey, I came across your profile when I was researching the company. I'm a big fan for this reason. Can we connect? I have a question for you. And this is your chance when they accept the connection request, and not everyone will. This is why you're probably going to have to reach out and customize, maybe 5 connection requests to even get one, but you play the numbers. That's part of the process, right? If you want this higher level job, you've got to put in the higher level effort. And once you do get somebody at the higher level to connect with you at that company on your bucket list, you are then able to email them inside LinkedIn and message them and say, I'm a huge fan. Here's why, and share your connection story. I would love to hear your one piece of advice for eventually getting hired by the organization. Can you share your thoughts? And the reason I say one piece of advice is when you're reaching out to a stranger like this, you really don't want to put it on them to have to give you a long answer back. You want to make your request as concise as possible because that's going to increase the chances that they will respond to you. Now, once you get that response, you can say, thank you so much. That's extremely insightful. I'd love at some point to learn a little bit more about your work. If you'd ever be up for a short phone call, 10 minutes of your time, I'd just like to hear more about your role there. And would you be open to that? Because once you've asked for something small in the form of, hey, what's your one tip? And they give it back, you can really say to them, I appreciate that. That makes sense. And I would love to learn more about you and your work. And maybe there's some way I can help and support you. Do you have 10 minutes to do a quick networking call? Now, this is normal. I don't want you to freak out about this. Will everyone say yes? No. A lot of them are busy. But these are normal things that you do in order to build those relationships, because once that person has spoken to you for just 10 minutes and here's your professionalism, here's your enthusiasm for the organization, that is going to stick in their memory, so that when there is a job that you see available, or when a job they hear about at the C-suite comes available internally, they'll say, oh, I talked to somebody actually that might be a fit for this. This is what's called the hidden job network. And this happens every single day. Jobs at the higher levels don't get posted because they get filled without having to be posted. They get filled through this networking, through somebody at the higher level saying, oh, I know somebody that I think would be a fit. So you have to create that opportunity for yourself. And that's what we're talking about today.